Hi, guys. See, there's a few of you guys in here so far. We have Lori with It All Adds Up, Jamie with Jamie's Country Living, people saying hi. Let's see. Thank you, Jamie. And John with Hunting and Stuff with J&J. Hello. Welcome in, guys. Had a little bit of trouble with my live last week, but I think I got it figured out what the problem was. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Anyway, I'm kind of dealing with some congestion, which is the same thing I was dealing with last week. So that may mean a doctor's trip in my future, like a shot or something maybe, which I don't want. But sometimes you have to, because you just can't deal with the congestion on your own. So, it seems to happen when school starts up. Even if you're not the one in the school, like just being around the kids who have started school, for somehow that just starts it all up. Like maybe you shook hands with some kids at church that have started school. Of course, a lot of our kids at our church are homeschool, but there's still a few that go to regular school. So who knows? Get a wellness kit. Well, I just don't know how to deal with congestion. I don't have a solution for that. It's really hot here, which doesn't help with my breathing. I don't do very well hot, which I live in Texas, which is why I get my couple of hours of work outside done, and then I come in for the rest of the day because I can't really breathe. A Z-Pack, yeah, a Z-Pack or a Z-Pack or a or like a steroid shot or whatever. They give you the shots in your backside. Yeah, maybe one of those two. So I may have to suck it up and do that. So I don't know what else to do other than put onions on my feet, but I don't think my breathing's that bad. Anyway, I've been actually sleeping with the humidifier thingy on, with that Vicks in it, and putting the Vicks on my nose. I kind of thought, first I thought sinus infection, but I've been having trouble with breathing too. So I kind of wondered if maybe it could be like a walking pneumonia situation. Because, last time I had walking pneumonia, I didn't really feel like it. I have a link to Jace. I've never heard of Jace. Oh, to be able to buy your own medical things. Oh, I think maybe I have heard of them. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Anyway, but yeah, I've been having trouble with breathing. I've been having trouble with energy, congestion. I kind of go out and get my couple of hours. I probably didn't even do a couple of hours. I just went out, fed the chickens, watered the yard, and that was pretty much all I did outside today. And then I came in, I did a few things inside, but I have been having trouble with the heat. It's in your description box. Oh, okay. I'll have to go look for that. Yeah, we actually have a thing. We have a thing on our insurance plan called WebMD, where you can call the doctor and they'll ask you a series of questions. And, you have a specific copay. And then if they want to call you in a prescription, like a Z-Pack or something, they'll call it in and you'll just go pick it up. So it's really cheap. So we'll see. I might break down and try that. White flies code. I'm not eating any white flies, Lori. No, I refuse. I'm sure that's not what it is, but it sounds gross. Anyway, you made me smile, white flies. That's funny. So I checked out my watermelon today. I have 2 watermelon, my very first 2 watermelon. The vine going to it, which I think they call it a tendril, which I always just call it the vine. But online they called it the tendril. The tendril going to the watermelon on both are still green. So there's no indication that I should pull those yet. And there's a lot of vining and some other flowers happening. So I could have watermelon going into the fall. I could have them maybe up to the last frost date, possibly. So, which I've been very consistent about watering them. I did go ahead and let go the cantaloupe. I'm like, I'm done with that. I'm done watering that. I have a few flowers that I'm still watering. And I did the thing I wasn't going to do. I planted 4 butternut squash and all 4 of them are up. I actually intended to have 2, but all 4 came up. Of course, that always happens. You want 2 and you get 4, that it's Why Flies code, $30 off. Tendrils grow off the vines. Well, anyway, all that area is green. So it's Y instead of fly. Files instead of flies. Why not white? She's trying to correct. I know, Lori. Hydroponics are doing well. A couple of the micro dwarf tomatoes are looking so not so micro dwarfy because they're getting taller than light. I considered taking them out and putting them into a 5-gallon bucket and just maybe put them on the front porch. Just because sometimes if I'm going to do a little bit of winter type gardening, I put it on the front porch. So I don't know. I haven't decided fully on that yet. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Hi, Jennifer. Listening while canning. What are you canning today, Jennifer? Okay. I made a little list what to talk about. Nothing major, just a few little things. Just to give me an idea to get started. Yeah, I'm lucky that my husband has some pretty good medical insurance. If I do want to go to the doctor, I can. I got to admit, I don't. Ever since the 2020 thing, I've not been so much wanting to go as I used to. It's almost like pulling teeth with me. I don't know why. Something shifted, and I feel like I don't fully trust doctors and nurses anymore. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you going to give me a shot of? What is that? I'm just like, yeah, I'm afraid they're going to stick me with the wrong thing. So, yeah, I know it's terrible. Probably means I'm cuckoo, possibly. So next Friday, I think it's next Friday. No, next Friday, I will not be live because it will be church game night. And we do that once a month. Hubby and I are actually the leaders of it. So, every 4th Friday of the month, I will not be live because we'll be doing church game nights. We have snacks and we play games. Last time we did Minute to Win It games, hubby's usually still at work. So most of these events, technically he's with me after he gets off work, but I have to do the physical planning of. So there's that. This time we're going to do Bible trivia. And because I know I'm probably not the best at Bible trivia, I'm going to read the questions. And then other people can answer them. Trivia has never really been my thing, but people are suggesting it. And we do have one. Hi, Ann Philbeck. How are you? Yeah, I don't trust doctor's offices either. Yeah, it's not my favorite thing. I don't trust them. I also feel like I don't want them telling me what's wrong with me either. It's like, okay, what are you going to tell me now? What now? Anyway, so, and then the Friday out. So next Friday, I won't be live because I'll be at the church game night. The Friday after that will be September 4th. And on that Friday, I'm going to be doing Fall Fest Q&A, meaning I'll read the guidelines, read the rules that go in the video, and talk about Fall Fest and answer Fall Fest questions. So that will be happening soon. And Monday, the registration video comes out because I want to give people like a full month to decide if they want to be in Fall Fest or to get their video done. Because once the registration video comes out, they'll have a full list of the 10 little rules that they can either read or put in the description box, either or both. So that makes it easy for people who like to video things ahead and schedule to go ahead and do that. I wanted to take the time to September 3rd is the Grow What You Eat 26 giveaway. Okay. So that happens on a Thursday. Awesome. That's cool. I'm going to leave that up there for a while so you guys can write that down somewhere. So what was I going to say? I forgot. But anyway, if you want to join Fall Fest and you already know you want to join, you can email the email that's scrolling across the bottom. If you have questions, you're not ready to say I'm in yet, but you want to ask some questions, email your questions and then let me know when you want to say that you're ready. I have already started a spiral. There are already 6 names on it that people that have signed up. Several others have said they want to do it, but have not officially sent the email. So to enter, you have to send the email and you have to comment on the registration video that comes out on Monday, just to kind of prove that you know what the guidelines are for this year, because sometimes they change a little bit each year. And I want to make sure everybody knows everything, not get into it and then be like, oh, I didn't know I needed to send my semifinalist name to you. Yes, as soon as you get it, you're going to use it for your purposes, but you're going to send it to me because if their name gets drawn as the grand finale, I'm going to need that address right away to send to everybody so that they can start getting their prizes. So, yeah. So this is the 5th year. This year, okay. Hi, Tuber Chat. How are you? I'm sitting here kind of pre-mentioning Fall Fest, which sounds kind of early, but it's like a month away. So, to when the videos start coming out. So the videos will start posting on September 21st, and they'll have a whole week to get their videos out. So the playlist, I just every day I just keep adding to the playlist. And I think I've got it going Monday through Sunday. So by Sunday, every single video should be posted. And sometimes after the collaboration has started, people will email and say, well, can I still join? And as long as it's a good week around, it's not taking away too much of your time to where you're not going to gain anything from it, then usually I will let them go ahead and join. But I don't want them to join like 2 days before the end of the commenting, and then they don't, get a new community out of it. So that kind of defeats the purpose. But the people who enter as co-host can enter the drawings, but we do still have the USA only rule. So there are 2 channels signed up that are going to join. One's from Canada and one's from Australia. And both of those people know that even though they're joining, they know they can't comment on the videos and try to win. So, and they're okay with that. So Ariella has joined every single solitary year, and she knows, and she's okay with that. So made some pasta sauce. That sounds good. We are actually going to have, what is everybody having for dinner tonight? I like to ask that question on Fridays. Usually I would say pizza, but tonight I'm going to make the big salad. So it's like a chef salad with meat on it and everything. And I actually boiled some hard-boiled eggs to put on it, chopped up some carrots. We're going to have tomatoes on it. We're going to have some nuts on top of it. It's going to be like 3 different kinds of lettuce. Of course, some of it will be from hydroponics. So the big salad, cheese, all the stuff. Oh yes. Bob with Robin Hood Homestead made the most beautiful zucchini lasagna. And I was sent a picture. And so Laura, you're a very lucky woman, because I wanted to try that. That was actually on my list of videos to make, but my zucchini kind of died out because of bugs before I got to make that. So maybe next year I'll get to make it. But yeah, that looked really good. I bet it was nummy. I bet it was good. I love lasagna. Oh, you're going to can the pasta sauce tomorrow? Yeah, I wish I'd got enough tomatoes. Next year, because there's not going to be a fall fest next year, we had DiGiorno pizza. We used to eat DiGiorno pizza a lot. Not as much lately, but we did used to eat that a lot. Salmon, baked potato, and fresh tomatoes. That sounds really good. Cod and mac and cheese. That sounds good too. Ooh, Jan made a very delicious looking dessert too that I saw a picture of. It is a banana split. I don't know if it's a banana split dessert or a banana split cake, but I saw a picture of that and that looked absolutely delicious. So this seems to be the season of desserts. I actually did post a dessert video this week on Wednesday of a Socapilla cheesecake. And guys, it is super easy to make. So if you want something to make for your family, go check out that video and see if you might want to try it. Hi, Beth. How are you? Yeah, I bet you will have some leftovers of that. Because didn't you say he made 2 pans of it? Your hubby's favorite is pizza. My hubby's favorite is lasagna. You have a good croissant pizza? Oh, DiGiorno? Yeah. We have been eating the cauliflower crust pizza, the more healthy type pizza. Not perfect, but Mama's got to have a break every once in a while and have something easy. Fresh raw milk. I've actually never had fresh raw milk. Hi, Buying Space. Hi, Myra. Oh, separate times, about a week apart. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it must have been good because you're coming back for more. Yeah, DiGiorno and deviled eggs. Yeah, my husband loves all that stuff. He's not too picky. There's only been a few things over the years that he's like, no. 12 pounds worth of lasagna. Ooh. Well, raw milk is delicious. I can't say that I know what it tastes like. Hi, Treasure Hunter Neil. I would like to try it, but all I know is it's against the law to buy raw milk in some states. That's all I know. That's all I know. I don't claim to know anything. Sorry. That's the kind of coughing that happens. And there's like a lot of like congestion in there, like phlegm type stuff. It's bad. Believe it's been coming on for a while. I know I've had to edit it out of a video or two, which I didn't used to know how to edit the middle of something, but now I can edit it no matter where it is in there. Now, if it's really short, like just a sneeze or a cough, sometimes it's harder to get something that little tiny out of the middle of it. But I did manage to get a cough, I think, out of one of my videos. Or sneeze. Anyway, I have edited that stuff out of there. I can do that now. You have to have a connection. Yeah. I've heard that. Yeah. I have taken some sinus medication a couple of times. Hubby keeps coming home. Did you take anything? No. Did you take anything? No. So he has to come home and like open it, lay it down in front of me with a glass with water. And then I might consider taking it. I don't, yeah. Anyway. Oh, how to edit? Yeah. The hardest part about me teaching how to edit would be that I edit on my phone. So then if I'm editing on my phone, how do I then film myself doing it? The only reason I can film when I draw like a Fall Fest winner semifinalist is that I can do it on my laptop and then film myself drawing for the winner from my phone, which is where I produce my videos. But since I never edit on the laptop, I don't actually know how to edit on the laptop. But that's worth looking into. Maybe you could get the same. I do have a mullen tea. I might try that. That was sent to me by Kathleen. Yeah. But my mullen never seems to come up for me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing to kill the mullen. I just have sometimes things grow well for me, sometimes things don't. Maybe if I used hubby's phone to show you how to edit, and then he was positioned where he could show what I was doing, that might work maybe as a how-to. Possibly. But yeah, when it comes to editing, you got to splice it. And then you like right before the sneeze, you splice it, you kind of listen to yourself sneeze, and you splice it real short behind it, and then you have to delete that piece out. Well, that's how Video Guru works, which is an Android phone. I might look and see if maybe there's a way I could download it onto my laptop. Video Guru. Why not? Why would it only be on your phone? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. But I mean, I've been using the same editing program for 5 years. Maybe even over 5 years. I tried to use a couple of different other ones, but I feel like I've just thoroughly learned it. So I don't want to now have to learn something else. I'm kind of stuck in my ways that way. Now, if I have to, because they take Video Guru to the Never Never Lands, and I can't do it, and I have to learn something that's different, but until you physically take it from me, I'm going to keep using it because I know how. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will pull out the Mullen tea because I really like it, actually. I had a GoPro. I tried to use it. I didn't have good luck with it. Downloading it onto, again, this falls into being used to something because it downloads a very good video, but then I have to turn around and put it on my laptop, and there was just problems. And even hubby was trying to help me with it, and then he kind of uses it occasionally, so it didn't get completely wasted or anything. But yeah, I couldn't quite see. This comes back to I'm used to editing on my phone. I don't think you're going to be able to take that away from me. I just stuck in my ways. But yeah, GoPros are very cool. If you are very tech savvy and you know how to use stuff, that's pretty awesome. I personally cannot teach how to edit. The only thing I use my laptop for is, here we go, lives, turning on monetization to a live, occasionally like adding something to the description box, or maybe going in and looking at the studio stuff where YouTube talks to you about whatever. I don't do that nearly enough. You can go in and change like who's your feature channels or whatever. I really haven't gone in there and done all that, which is a reminder that I probably need to. But there's a few choice little things that you can do in there that I do in there, but I don't use it for editing. Take the chip and download the clips into your editing program. I don't know. Hubby played with it. He was supposed to learn it and then teach it back to me. He learned it, he used it, but he never taught anything back to me. Yeah. I think there was also a problem with the computer. Like it wasn't going onto the computer right, or it wasn't compatible with a computer, his or mine. I don't know. You just woke up? Yeah, it's a deep conversation for somebody who's just woke up. Ariella, you may need some coffee before you listen to this part. Yeah, editing. Editing, I need a pay raise. I need a pay raise too. All I know about editing is what you taught me. See, I did teach some editing to Beth because she had an Android phone as well. So I don't know if she uses it, but I did try to teach her some stuff. Well, at the very beginning, I was showing my husband how to use the program, but now he can do things on there that I can't do. I'm like, wait, how'd you do that? And then he'll go back and show me, but but yeah, there's things my program does that I don't even use. Dumb YouTube. Yeah, YouTube stuff. This works for me. When it comes to like the devotionals that my husband makes, he plugs his phone into my laptop and he downloads all of them into my laptop. And then I go in and I download them and schedule them one by one. So you notice there's no editing on those, no intro, outro music, nothing except for the thumbnail is changed because that's done on the laptop. But he's downloading them and all I'm doing is uploading the video, giving it a title. And then I may even go back and put more finer details in the description box. But yeah. So it is used for that. But to me, the time it took to download those all onto my laptop, I could already have something edited. You know, my opinion. Hello, the Bud Files. How are you? Welcome in. That's all I know how to do. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you can do in it. Yep. You can make flowers fall down. You can write words on the screen. You can make fireworks go off. You know, you can make transitions between different clips. Like I can piece, and I don't know if y'all know this, but not all videos are one piece. Sometimes it'll be a clip, a clip. It could be up to 20 clips. It could be 10, 15, 5 clips, whatever. And you put all those together. And then at the very end, you could put whatever little end screens you want. Or at the very beginning, you can put your outro. So there's all these little extras you can put in. But I am probably not the best teacher. And I could only teach you how to use the one particular system that I do. That's it. I don't know anything else. I know, Jan, are you going live tonight? Jan is due to go live tonight. Last week. Okay, what happened last week? Well, I figured it out. I set up my live, and then I would come over to the staging place of StreamYard, and then the live would be gone. But there's a way to move those around. But what it did was it hid my current live that I had set up underneath. So I'd go back in, set up another one, and then there would be several set up. Then Tina was trying to help me, so she sent me the link that I had sent her. So technically, I ended up on her live, and that's why it shows that I never went live last week. But it was my mistake because it didn't click. And then when Jan said that, well, actually, I don't think it even clicked then what was wrong. It took a little bit for it to get to my brain. But basically, it shows me as not going live last week. It's not a big deal. I mean, I was live. I was just live on Tina's. Anyway, I'm live today. I made sure I didn't touch anything. When I went back in there, it did the same thing to me. And I'm like, oh, no, not this again. But for some reason, it hit me. It was like, I wonder if you can move these different things around. So I got moving it around, and it moved up the current one to the top. And I was like, there it is. And that's what happened when it just kept burying the one I would set up. And then I would go back and not be able to find it. I'd set up another one. And then I'd go over there and delete it. Yeah, it was a mess. And to top it all off, I wasn't feeling great because of the congestion. So that's what happened. At the time, I really didn't. I was confused. I had congestion in my head, and I really didn't even know what was wrong. And when I don't know what's wrong, I get a little bit frustrated, but it's okay. It's okay. Stuff happens. But anyway, I don't usually have problems, but at least I figured out what it is now. Just move the order of them around. But what it is it's not getting rid of all the old ones in there. So they're just sitting there, and it's trying to throw my new one up underneath them instead of leaving it on top like it's supposed to do. Yeah. At least I got it all figured out. But anyway, so next week we will be doing Bible trivia at church. I need to do the Bible trivia maybe on Broken Hearts Ministry sometime just for fun. I don't know if anybody would like to play that or not, but I don't know how good I would be at it. I'm going to go, as I'm reading the questions to them, maybe I'll learn some of the answers. I don't know. Maybe I know more than I think I do. I doubt it. But, just retaining information. I am trying to memorize some Bible verses, but it's difficult. Like even on my favorite one that I know, I still get kind of confused in the middle. Yeah. So what are you guys all doing this weekend? Anybody have any exciting events this weekend? I think, let's see, I gotta check my calendar. No, it's next weekend. Okay. I was trying to decide if something was happening this Saturday or next Saturday, but it's next Saturday. Okay. Got a busy weekend next weekend. Mom and I are going to do ministry again in September, and we're going to go to the Salvation Army this time, which is the one where we go, and instead of seeing our 12 people, we see like 30 to 40 people, the big one. So we're going to be doing that next month. So I purchased, and when we do those, we use the paper sacks, like the little gift bags that you get in a 3-pack at Dollar Tree. We use those. Lots of projects at home. So I got some of those. I got some Pop-Tarts. I like Pop-Tarts for the homeless because it comes 3 2-packs in a box. So you can put in their bags a 2-pack. And so that'll be enough for 3 people and so on and so forth. And Pop-Tarts I'm not going to say they're healthy, but Pop-Tarts are a thing that you can eat it right out of the package and you technically don't have to heat it up. So I like Pop-Tarts for that reason. We're also going to be giving out Vienna sausages. We know how healthy those are. But anyway, I have a ministry closet. We also give out those tuna packets that are flat. I call them flat tuna, but I'm kind of weird. I think it's like a foil package of tuna. Unspeakable. I don't know that one. We're watching Next Level Kitchen right now. It's one of the Gordon Ramsay cooking shows where they have the top level, the middle level, and the basement level. So we're watching one of those right now. And then we're watching other shows, other old shows that we watch. It's just way too hot to be doing anything outside around here. I hear you guys talking about your little 85-degree temperatures. I'm like, that's like a cold front. It's 105 here. I think I saw one day it said 105 or 109 on our thing. I was like, no. Yeah, see, you can hear the congestion. Lori put up the link to Unspeakable if anybody wants to check that out. What's it on? Is it on a streaming service, Lori, or is it on YouTube, or where is it located at? Back. I walk the dogs out to my bees and watch them with my dogs. Yeah, there was quite a few bees out. I left a whole section of morning glories, hyacinth, and 4 o'clocks. There's a whole section right next to my bell peppers, which is also right next to my watermelon. And I left all that up, and it looks so beautiful. It's like a whole thing of vines, and the hyacinth are putting out their pretty lavender flowers right now. Oh, it's so beautiful. I need to make another short of it. It's so pretty right now. I need to do it in the morning when the morning glories are out, and the morning glories are blue over there. And then the hyacinth is the lavender. And then there's some 4 o'clocks right next to it, which is the hot pink color. So it's very beautiful and colorful there right now. I'm hoping to get a lot of hyacinth seeds that I can maybe give out at some point. I know Jan got some. We watched The Reacher. There's a couple of movies I actually want to watch, which is very rare. And the only reason I know about them is that they played as a commercial, like on someone's video. Yeah. So I'm hoping. So did your hyacinth come up, Jan, or? Oh, it's hyacinth is so beautiful when it's going. 60 this morning at 4 a.m. Our very best in the morning at this time of year would be like 70s or like 80, 82 maybe. Yeah. I'll be doing lots of sleep today, I think. Is this your day off from school? I know I have a few videos I need to catch up on you guys. Oh, you're raising bees. Awesome. Filing a house or bus. Oh, stunt stuff. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, those shows are fun. Yeah, that would be interesting. I would watch that. I know. See, I have a story about those, Jan. My father used to grow the hyacinth. And a nickname for the hyacinth in my family is the purple bean vine because I think, well, I don't remember about my dad, but my mom, for some reason, could not remember the word hyacinth. So she calls it the purple bean vine. So that's the secondary name for it, but hyacinth is its proper name. So when I very first moved here, I wanted some hyacinth seeds, and I don't think mom had them going yet. So there was a garden guy that lived here locally, and we stopped over at his little farm stand place, and he had some hyacinth seeds for sale. And I pulled out my money and I was going to pay for them. And for some reason, I told him the story about my dad, and then he refused to let me pay for them. So I got free hyacinth seeds. Then I think in the meantime, my brother had some hyacinth seeds and gave them to my mom. So now if I need hyacinth seeds, I ask my mom. This year, though, I think I finally got enough to where I don't have to ask my mom for seeds anymore. And I think I'm going to let the hyacinth grow where they are. I think I really like where they are now, and they have lots of space. So I think I'm going to leave them there and let them grow. So it's just a massive fence of morning glories and hyacinth and 4 o'clocks. It's It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm leaving all that for my pollination of my watermelon, cantaloupe, and very soon my butternut squash. I heard seeds, yeah. I might be giving away the hyacinth seeds. We'll see. All 8 4 o'clocks are planted in my flower garden and still alive. Yeah, once you get your 4 o'clocks up, pull those little black seeds out. Make sure you lay them out on a plate and let them dry so they don't get molded, because I have molded seeds before, and that is terrible, terrible, terrible. And then you will have your own 4 o'clock seeds forever. And you will be trying to give them away because you are so bountifully blessed with 4 o'clock seeds. And if you don't harvest your own 4 o'clock seeds, they will fall down and they will come back on their own next year. So once you have 4 o'clocks, you will never not have 4 o'clocks, in my opinion. What did she say? Feeling very horrible today. Oh, yeah, I know. I know, Ariella. You probably feel worse than I do. I don't feel great. You have yellow 4 o'clocks now. I only have the pink ones. I have another color. I don't know if you would call it lavender or pink, but I actually have a secondary color now and maybe a third. It seems like I might have 2 different other colors other than the hot pink. I'm hoping to have all the colors. And I want to establish the 4 o'clocks next year over next to the shed where our kitty cats are buried, and have it like a whole bunch of flowers right next to them. So that's my hope. So I started I actually already planted some there and have a few coming up. And then I may not even collect the seeds from there. I may just let them fall. And like I said, I want them to establish. I want some things to start to come up on their own. Last year in my 2 sunflower areas, one section came up completely on its own. I barely planted a few just to fill in some spots. The other section didn't come up at all. So I'm thinking last year I didn't spread the seed for the one section. So this year I made sure both sunflower sections had seed. Now, I don't do any big production with the seeds, collecting of the seeds for sunflowers. I don't even pull them off. I literally cut the head of the sunflower off and just let it sit. And it will sit and it will rot and it will get rained on and it will end up part of the dirt. And next year it will come back up flourishing. I don't do anything specific. I let it fall and it comes up on its own. Oh, I bet when you're not at school, you're just laying in bed. Yeah, and then you have homework on top of all that. Ugh. Poor Ariella. I will pray for you for healing. I know being in school is a terrible time to be sick. Yeah. Yeah, I hate scammers. Bye, Jan. I see you shortly. I'll be in the middle of making my big salad, but I'll come over and listen while I'm making our salad. I decided we needed some veggies tonight, so we're going to have the big salad, like they used to say on Seinfeld, the big salad that has everything on it. Yeah. Last time I made salad, my husband goes, "This is a really good salad." I'm like, yeah, I worked really hard to get like all the things on it to make it a really good salad. So I'm growing the bee balm next year. Such beautiful flowers for the bees. I don't think I've managed to get the bee balm up yet. Yeah. And I didn't plant any mint. Actually, I didn't plant any mint this summer because I had it growing in hydroponics, and that thing got so tall that it was about a foot from the ceiling in the dining room. Finally, I got on the stair step thing and cut it down and harvest it. And I put some of it up to use for protein shakes. Hi, Heather. How are you? I meant to call you the other day. Your bees are spoiled. I know. That reminds me, I need to fill my hummingbird feeder. I call them jail o'clocks because Jan and Gail both, they started with Jan, but then Gail started to get them and give them out too. So now they're both. They're everywhere. Yeah. Jennifer, did you ever see you have the pink and the orange? Jennifer, did you ever see the girls with the sparkly clothes the little thing that I put on my about page for you? Did you ever end up seeing that? Do you look at your mentions? Because I mentioned you on something. Must be pink ones you sent, Gail, for the seed exchange. Yes, but now there's a chance that some people who got them now could actually have some of that lavender or light pink color in there too. And right now, currently, I have some that's almost a salmon color. So hopefully I get to collect seeds from those. So the goal is to have about 5 or 6 different colors. That would be nice because there are that many colors. There's white and yellow and pink and purple, actually different shades of pink, yellow, salmon. Yeah. Almost orangey. There's also some that are multicolored. Yeah. I really like the way they look. They're cool. And the bees really like them. Yeah, I know. And you're just at the very beginning of the year. You need to take some, you just start taking some things to build up your system and get some vitamin C in you too. Yay, whoop, whoop. Hi, Scotty Travels. How are you? Oops. Oh, I lost my place. Oh, there I am. Yeah, being in school, being sick, that sounds terrible. Ah, that would be so terrible. I would hate that. Yep, Jan will be live in T-minus 7 minutes. If somebody wants to go ahead and put up the link, you can do that. Yummy salad. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the salad. We're actually going to have ham on it today, but we usually have chicken. But because this was Friday night and I was trying to cut down on the labor, I went ahead and boiled my boiled eggs and have those already. And I decided to do the ham because all I had to do was take it out of the freezer and it was already chopped up. And it's not like lunch meat ham. It's like ham, like chunks of ham. So I usually do chicken. Yeah, it's possible you could have commented on it. Oh, yours haven't flowered yet. Well, they still have time. Oh, yeah. I meant to plant moonflowers this year, but I don't think I did. But I do have some seeds. I'm going to put that on the list for next year. I love moonflowers. They're so pretty. See everyone at Jan's Live. Need to do a video on the garden around here. Yeah, you should. Totally. You definitely need to. Yeah. It says 5 minutes. Did anybody put the link up? Is that it? There it is. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's really all I have going on right now is just hydroponics, a little tiny bit of a garden. You know, I said I wasn't going to replant, but I have to be out there watering the watermelon anyway. But of course, when I said I was going to give up on the garden, I didn't know I was going to have watermelon. But then I was just out there one day digging around and there's a watermelon. I have one that's a pretty good size now. So it's going to be a good watermelon, I think. Oh, new chicks. Yeah. I think we're getting new chicks in the spring. I think we've decided we're going to invest in new chicks. And we're also going to get a new small chicken coop. We have our small side chicken coop, which is really old. It's actually gone through a hailstorm. It's been patched. It's just, you know, not made very well. And we use that usually when we get new chicks. We have them indoors in this utility room in a big, huge tote. We keep them in here until they're feathered, and then we put them out in the small coop. So, you know, we lost one this year. Some of them are getting older. So I think it might be time to replace some chickens. So, and if anyone's been listening to my Tea Tuesday videos, we did finally get eggs. We got 4 eggs today. So I don't know if it was a predator or if it was because it's so hot here, but finally today, I think we got 1 yesterday and 4 eggs today. So I don't know. It's still hot. So I don't know. I don't know what changed, but finally got 4 eggs. So I'm really happy about that because it's like, I got 3 Asa Browns and 1 Leghorn. I don't know what I'm going to get. I'll probably just get whatever Tractor Supply has, and usually they try to do those in 6s. So I'll just get whatever they have. I like the Wyandottes, but it seems like the eggs are smaller on the Wyandottes for some reason. So I'm just going to try to get not that one. I would really love if I could just pick. I would really love to have some more Americanas. I wouldn't mind having Rhode Island Reds. I've never had a Buff Orpington, though I have tried to get Buff Orpingtons. And I really wouldn't mind having an Astrolorp because I have 2 Astrolorps. They're actually among the oldest of the chickens. And they're still living. And I know at least one of them still lays occasionally because I saw her in the nesting box. The other one doesn't lay. But we still actually have 3 chickens from our very first, I call them generations. From the first generation, we still have 3 chickens from our first generation. They won't lay in extreme heat. Yeah, I know. But I'm trying to figure out why are they laying now because it's just as hot now as it ever was. I don't know. I've been trying to feed them extra, giving them their feed on top of some kitchen scraps. So I don't know if that's helping, feeding them more, feeding them extra, giving them more food. That's what I've been doing. Instead of being like, you freeloaders, where are my eggs? I decided to feed them extra instead. So that's what they're getting. They're getting the royal treatment. Yeah. I don't we don't quite have all the coop situation stuff figured out. They did still have some chicks at Tractor Supply in a town near here. And hubby was willing to get them for me, but we didn't quite have everything. We need to have our ducks in a row before we go get the chicks. We can't just fly in there half ready to go, you know. So we'll try to get our ducks in a row by spring and hopefully get some brand new chicks. And we'll just get whatever Tractor Supply has because that's what we have in town. So anyway, all right. Well, it's time for Jan's Live. So please click on that link above for veggies. Yeah, if I have extra veggies, I do give them lettuce and squash and cucumbers and things like that. But my cucumbers are long gone. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys over at Jan's. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for coming in here to hang out with me. And like I said, I won't be live next week, but the very next live after that, I'll be talking about Fall Fest questions and answers. Come with your questions and I'll have the answers. Anyway, you guys have a great night. Bye, guys.